Now let us see how the ng-on init and ng-on changes are getting called from the component. So let us discuss something about ng-on init. This hook will be invoked when the given component will be initialized, and this hook is only called once the first ng-on changes has been triggered. So we can say that ng-on init is triggered when the component initialization is complete. Let us see. You can see the first of all parent component constructor is getting called, then child component constructor, then parent component initialization has been complete, then child component initialization has been complete, ng-on init. So as we have said, like ng-on init is called after the first ng-on changes triggered. Since you can see here the statement that ng-on changes will trigger first, then ng-on init, but on the console logs we can see ng-on changes is not there. So how can we get to know like when it is getting called? All we have to do is to pass some input value in the child component. Let's say this component is taking the input values. Let's say here is a variable values that is having the value 20. And now I am passing the input value from the test component. Now you can see when we are running the application and going to the test component, then it is calling the parent constructor, then child constructor, then parent component ng-on init, then in child component it is first of all calling ng-on changes, then ng-on init. Since we were not passing the value on the child component, that's why it was not getting called ng-on changes hook. So after modifying the HTML and passing the proper input, we can see it is first of all calling ng-on changes hook, then ng-on init. So that's all. Thank you so much.